Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. Before we start, I want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. We do have a few fun holiday-themed stories, but first, updates on other news in the East. Police officers are looking for suspects involved in a deadly shooting in a Jacksonville apartment complex. It happened around 11:30 last night in the parking lot of the Reserve Apartments on Talon Drive. Officers found 21-year-old Lamar Johnson on the ground. Johnson died despite efforts to revive him. Investigators say they believe this is an isolated incident. If you have any information about the shooting, you can contact Detective John Clucky. His information is on our website. Here's an update on another shooting investigation in the East. 3 juveniles and a 19-year-old are in custody on charges tied to another attack that injured one person. That shooting happened around 4 yesterday afternoon near the Craver Court Apartments. The victim was shot in the upper body and taken to UNC Lenoir for treatment. Kinston police say they're still working on what led to the shooting. And as promised, here are a few holiday-themed stories. If you're like me, Thanksgiving is about food and family, but the day after is about holiday shopping. Representatives with the National Retail Federation say they expect the average American will spend over $1,000 on gifts, decor, and travel this holiday season. The good people over at the Better Business Bureau want to make sure you aren't scammed while searching for some holiday deals. Here's what they're saying. Start early. Research business ahead of time. Use your credit card. When making purchases online, use your credit card rather than a debit card or another form of payment. Credit card companies are more likely to offer refunds in the event of theft. Make sure you insure those valuable items. Purchase delivery insurance to protect merchandise against loss or damage. Contact your local police department if you do become a victim of package theft. And always check the return policy. Now those tips are warning signs for scams, but they also have Black Friday and Cyber Monday tips. You can read those at WNCT.com. And remember, if a deal seems too good to be true, it just might be. When we come back, a man spends his first Thanksgiving after being freed from prison for a crime he didn't commit. But first, a weather update from your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the WNCT studios in the First Alert Weather Center on this unsettled holiday. We're talking about a trough of low pressure moving through along with a cold front, both of which providing some scattered showers, isolated downpours, and thunderstorms, along with some blustery south winds and warmer than normal temperatures. The full gamut of weather in full effect today across the east. Temperatures will soar into the lower and middle 70s under mostly cloudy skies as showers go a bit more isolated this afternoon. A reemergence of those showers and isolated thunderstorms will occur overnight through early Friday morning. Friday going to be just as an important forecast day as your Thanksgiving Day forecast today. Of course, Black Friday is tomorrow, and with many shoppers hitting up the department stores or maybe even just keeping it online, there's going to be a lot to keep in mind for your Friday forecast, including that stalling cold front just offshore that will likely help to throw back some more isolated showers and storms to the mix for your Friday itself. Also, track that cold front with me all the way through the southern plains back to an area of low pressure that will likely start to develop somewhere across the state of Texas for the weekend. That area of low pressure will certainly have to be watched as we go through the early parts of next work week. As for your Thanksgiving Day forecast today, summing it all up for you, unsettled to say the least, with those scattered showers and storms diminishing in coverage a little bit for the mid-afternoon, then picking up once again in coverage once we reach your Black Friday forecast. To track all the latest changes in your local forecast, do be sure to download that free First Alert weather app. Your 7-day inland forecast calling for many changes over the coming days with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s all on that 7-day panel. We'll go with isolated showers and storms Friday, clearing up for the weekend. But as I had mentioned, a new developing area of low pressure through the deep south will head our way for Monday and Tuesday with heavy rain, blustery conditions, and those continued warm highs. But all comes crashing down by Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures crash back into the upper 40s and low 50s for daytime highs as the showers and storms start to exit by midweek next week. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, stay safe, be well, and eat on up, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
A North Carolina man who spent 44 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit is now free. Kennedy Crawford reports on Ronald Long's Thanksgiving plans.
It's Ronnie Long's first Thanksgiving dinner at home in decades.
Whatever she prepare, I'll sit down with her and eat it. That's just the way we rocking this Thanksgiving.
The 65-year-old was released from prison in late August after spending 44 years locked up for a rape in Concord he didn't commit. In the months since his release, he spent his days adjusting to life on the outside.
To just sit here without being supervised, without being under the gun, without somebody telling you every day, every move that you need to make and what time you need to make that move, it's overwhelming.
He says when he was behind bars, he couldn't see this far.
The conditions that I was under, I was like a walking dead man.
The courts vacated Long's conviction and dropped charges. Now he's holding out for a pardon from the governor and compensation for what the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals described as egregious and continuous police misconduct.
I'm gonna give you a little brief example on what it's like. When you go home, I want y'all to take y'all mattress and put it in your bathroom, in your bathtub. I want you to shut the door and stay in there for 44 years.
His hope this holiday season is that no one else is ever put in his position.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in a system that I feel as though failed me and a lot of other people.
Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. Just a reminder, we will not have a 5:30 p.m. newscast. Instead, you can stay updated at 4 p.m. here at WNCT Now. In the digital studio, I'm Victoria Holmes.